Greetings and salutations to all of you lovely and beautiful people out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to yet another installment of Counter Reaction. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to be looking at a conversational piece here. This is a DJ Vlad interview who I watch on and off. I did see this clip pop up, and it's Math Hoffa, battle rapper, and I'm pretty sure he has like his own platform now. And the question is, did Eminem kill Jay-Z on his own song, which, as we all know, was Renegade? So I want to see what Math has to say about this one. Now, if you don't know who Math is, let me show you.
Hey, Hoffa's the realest. You can battle for the spot of the illest. I solidify my spot with the realest. No rock with you niggas. Fuck that. I got the Glock for you niggas. Luke Rex, Tay-Rock. Shot for you niggas. Oh boy, can't stop for you niggas. I brought a lot for you niggas. Shots are dropping you niggas. Dominican style. You going out without the socks on you niggas. I flew to the room just to get the drop on these niggas. Knocked them out, stood on their block, and then we rocked.
And he's also known for this.
Look with his shirt off. There's two types of niggas in life. The niggas that find bitches and fuck them, and the niggas that... Yo, son, get on my face, son. Yes, sir. Get on my face, son.
And this.
This last battle will be a war.
And this. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the video.
Well, look, I don't think by anyone's yardstick you could say that Eminem is not one of the greats, whether it's from lyricism to
sellability,
wordplay, to record sales, to
realism,
right, to shows. I mean, if Eminem did a tour, it would be only stadiums. Right?
100%.
He would not be doing any clubs
he
wouldn't be
No
doing SOBs. No walkthroughs.
Yeah.
No paid shot.
Yeah, M would not have to do those radio station shows where he tries to promote and sell tickets. This shit's going to sell out in probably hours, if not maybe the same day. Same day it goes live, it's going to be sold out. He's never needed help in that department. But yeah. Yeah, no, come on. We know where M stands.
Outs.
Right.
Like
so,
Eminem is one of the biggest artists.
However, I mean, we can't range it. I don't range it by that.
Right. And
yes, he is one of the biggest artists ever. Right.
And let me just add this before you answer. When you look at another person that most people consider the GOAT, which is Jay-Z, when they got on a song together, what happened?
They both did their thing.
Yeah, but I think most people would edge out Eminem.
Math. Yeah, nah, he's PR trained. He answered that the way he was supposed to. Because he knows what Vlad's trying to do. Vlad's trying to elicit information from him that he can use in a headline. Because had Math said Eminem got Jay-Z on that song, Vlad would have used that in the title. Math Hoffa says Eminem outclassed or outrhymed Jay-Z on his own song. But because he didn't, this title's actually titled differently. Math Hoffa. Did Eminem kill Jay-Z on his own song? Question mark. Yeah, Math didn't ask that question. But you can tell that Math wasn't playing that game that Vlad has trapped a lot of people into, and as he should. It's journalism. As he should. That's his job. That's how he's amassed a massive following. But Math is a little too smart for that, for sure.
They both did their thing.
Yeah, but I think most people would edge out Eminem a little bit.
media trained for sure.
Make that argument. I think that because Nas said that shit.
Well, no, I said it before
Eminem
Nas said it.
murdered you on your own shit. You know what I mean? But realistically,
Nas did say that on Ether. But come on, guys, we know. We know. I listened to Renegade when it first came out. I've listened to Renegade in the last 5-6 years. And my opinion is still the same. Eminem got Jay-Z on that track, and it's okay. I don't know why it's such a big deal. Jay had a few good lines. It was classic Jay, but it was also classic M. And lyrically, I mean, as big of a Jay fan as I am, or even was back then, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You don't have to know lyricism all too well to know that Eminem lyrically outclassed Jay-Z. Now, if M's style is just not your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine, because it's not mine in some instances. I myself have been able to remove any sort of bias that I have towards an artist based off of who they are as people, what they do or what they contribute to society, etc. You name it, I remove that from the music entirely. Now, I have the ability to do that. You guys might not, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. You want your side to win.
The subject matter of what they're talking about.
Okay. Was very different.
I can get it, the paparazzi effect and the critics that were coming after Eminem, but I can mentally walk through the hood while I'm listening to Jay-Z.
Yes.
So this whole it's when it's a song about subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a murder thing. Like he murdered you. Like
I didn't say he murdered.
It's
him.
not. If it's
Okay, to be fair, yeah, he didn't murder him. It wasn't a slaughter. But this is why I remove subject matter from my critique or analysis. Because if I based it off subject matter alone, man, most of Eminem's songs would not make a playlist. Most songs that I listen to in general wouldn't make a playlist. That's why I focus on the structuring of the verses, of the bars, the creativity and their usage of their similes and metaphors and the double entendres. That's what I'm looking for. Subject matter, there's very few songs that I can relate to when it comes to Eminem. Some I definitely can. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of them I couldn't, especially the ones that I listened to growing up from M. I couldn't identify with any of it. Not one song could I identify with. But what I was able to identify was his writing and lyrical ability. And that's what left the biggest impression on me. And that is what I continue to analyze to this day. Because you can watch another reaction and somebody say yeah, this is trash. I can't listen to him talk about his mom and his dad and all this other, I'm not listening for that. To me, that's personal to M. Let him be personal. What I'm looking for, or what I'm looking at, is just the execution and the writing. That's it, because I hold him to a high standard. Some of you guys have accepted all versions of M, and that is perfectly fine. I'm not you. I don't have to. You settle for whatever version of M you want to settle for. Not me.
If it's a track we getting off, we doing the braggadocious shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'ma smoke you niggas, right? So you take that track and you say, if they got on something like that,
Right.
then who wins?
But did he hold his own?
Of course.
There you go.
Of course.
So when you have someone that most hip hop fans would consider one of the greatest of all time,
Right.
and you have another one that's being debated,
Right.
who held his own against the greatest of all time,
Right. But in that argument,
Yeah.
if Tupac was still alive, whose verse would he like?
I mean, Tupac died before Eminem came into the picture.
Right. But there's a reason why. You listen to Nas and the way he
Do not create questions that are based on an arbitrary or unknown answers. Like, we don't know what Tupac would have liked, but the way that the question is phrased is insinuating that he somehow knows, or we all somehow know. Ah, man, see, math's good. Maybe that wasn't intentional, but
I mean, Tupac died before Eminem came into the picture.
right. But there's a reason why. You listen to Nas and the way he structures his rhymes, that's why he would say Eminem murdered you, because the constant flowing that M had, where he just kept building, compounding the rhyme, compounding the rhyme, compounding.
look, people like to pick and choose what the argument is for somebody getting somebody on a song. When it comes to hip hop, guys, it's all about the writing. It's not a battle of subject matter versus subject matter. It's never been. Never been. So I don't know why Math is picking and choosing the argument here. That's not the argument. The argument isn't who resonates the most with the song, the minority or the majority of the listeners. That's never what it's been about. Math knows this. Math knows this. I fuck with Math. I like Math a lot. As a battle rapper, I haven't paid too much attention to his channel, but okay.
It connected beautifully if you're into that.
Yeah.
But if you're a
that's true.
Tupac fan, and Tupac, he did that occasionally,
He did.
but he focused more on what he was saying.
Correct.
And being direct in his message.
Right. I mean,
Then you would-
Biggie, I would say, is a better lyricist than Tupac.
Biggie was like a blend.
Yeah.
Biggie was not a better lyricist than Tupac. Bro, Vlad, you're repeating what you've heard before. Because of how contentious the debate is between who was better, Biggie and Pac, there's like this understanding in hip hop where people kind of just say, yeah, Tupac made better songs, but Biggie was the better lyricist. It's like giving both gentlemen a pat on the back. There's no winner. It is what it is. No, Tupac was superior in every way, every single way possible. Tupac was actually using 3, 4, 5 syllable rhymes. Biggie, almost every single time I've heard a Biggie song, has been polysyllabic, or there's been 2 syllables that he rhymed with, and a lot of shit didn't even really rhyme. Now, the structuring of Biggie's verses, timeless. I have to give him props for that. But Tupac was so much more of an artist, a lyricist, a poet, a songwriter, and it's not even close. It's not even close. I really, really dislike that argument. It is what it is.
Of
But
lyricists
Tupac
and-
I felt, had stronger songs than Biggie. Songs that connected, were
Yeah.
more emotional.
right.
Right?
So we're talking Drake and J. Cole. Even though Drake in the beginning, he had that aspect with the I just want to be successful. You know, he's rapping about hugging his mother and his mother crying on him. Like, who hasn't been in that moment in the hood? Who hasn't
I'm
felt
gonna leave that one alone, guys. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
that? You know what I mean? So that's a connecting moment. But J. Cole, that's what he does, period.
Yeah.
He makes joints that's like, hey, remember that time?
Yeah.
Remember this time in your life? Hey, you ever felt like this?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So he definitely does that.
Yeah.
Now, you take those two artists, and with his content and his content, you can't really say this person is killing that person is killing that person. They're just different styles.
Well, I mean, I would say over time,
Right.
Tupac has become a more important artist than Biggie worldwide
100%.
as a whole. Biggie doesn't have a song as big as Dear Mama today.
Right.
Commandments was a great song, right?
But it's that connection.
That connection. it's hard for me to connect to a 10 crack commandments because I never sold crack. But everyone has a mom.
But everyday struggle, you can.
Yeah, but everyday struggle versus Dear Mom, but I don't think has the same impact.
No. Everyday Struggle was a good song, though. Not gonna lie.
I feel like there were records that could have been that, but they weren't. Maybe a bad boy single. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're going to leave that whole debate alone. There's videos on the side that are popping up about Eminem being a guest in the House of Hip Hop. And, like, I don't really want to tackle that subject, but is he a guest? Yes. Eminem is a guest in the House of Hip Hop, but he is a guest that everybody caters to. That house got so much bigger because of his impact. In fact, that house is a resort to M. He doesn't need that house. He has his own fucking empire. He has his own complex. He has a few complexes. Sure, we'll leave that alone. But yes, he has his own complex, his own compound. He can stay where he's at and he's good. He doesn't need to go and be a guest in the House of Hip Hop. The House of Hip Hop was built by the pioneers. It is theirs to own. You can't argue that. But the house itself, I mean, once Eminem got into the picture, it became a nice looking house. It's a house that everybody wants to visit. Even people from outside of the actual genre itself. They've used it as a means to learn about culture and learn about the art of lyricism and then apply it to other genres. They've been guests, they've left, and they've done other things. Post Malone, perfect fucking example. Look, you cannot deny Eminem's greatness. You could try, but you would not be successful. There is no compelling counter argument that you could come up with that proves otherwise. But it won't stop me from keeping my standard of what a good Eminem song is. And does it make me right? No, it's just my personal opinion on a song. So, did Eminem kill Jay-Z on his own song? Yeah. What are we talking about? Not only did Eminem kill that beat, but he buried it in his backyard, along with all of the other rappers that tried to step to him in the past. It's gone, long gone. Let's move on from this argument now. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It is greatly appreciated, and I do hope to catch you all on the next video.